live broadcasts of me playing DayZ. Now, a lot's happened for all of you 0 people out there. I think I have a couple of subscribers, maybe, or maybe one subscriber, which is an infinite number more than I had last time. So that's positive. But the server that I am running, Dayz of Heaven, which you can contact us through dayzofheaven.com, that is taking off. We've got around 30 people in the Discord now, and I believe we've got another big clan joining tonight. So that's great, and we are registered in the correct region now. So we were registered in Europe before, but we are now registered in Asia because we're based in Sydney. So that will help. That was a good shot. And yeah, so that's exciting. And I think we are going to get some decent numbers. We've got a few clans, and we've got some rivalries and base raids and all sorts of controversial things are going on. So it's a lot of fun, and if anyone ever watches this video, you should use this opportunity to come to dayzofheaven.com and send me an email, and I'll sign you up. We have a shot on my very own server. It just excites me. I mean, it excites me to hear that there's another shot. So, you know, it means people are playing the damn game on my friggin' server. That's exciting to me. I have my first ever live viewer. That is also another that's another milestone. So anyway, as I say, we have some events which are going to come up soon, and we have a great little community of people getting involved, which is kind of fun. As I say, the videos that I'm currently making are basically unwatchable, and I advise against watching them under any circumstances, either live or after the fact. But I'm doing it anyway, just because, well, frankly, just because I can. Just because I can. Now, what am I actually doing? I've been kind of, aside from the admin on the server, I've been kind of running about. I got a car going, so that took me all of last Sunday, and then I discovered that if you take off all of the shit from the car, so like all the wheels and all the parts and everything, which I did, and then buried them all, you know, and parked the car in the woods and all this shit, the car despawns if you take everything off. The one thing somebody told me is you have to leave it with the same things that you found it with. That is unconfirmed, but I do think that you have to leave a tire on it, basically. So if you get a car and then you want to sort of hide all the stuff from it, you need to leave a tire on it. I did not do that, and the car despawned, which was very depressing, but not unusual for DayZ. You know, basically DayZ, it's the kind of game where you do lots of work, and you try to do something, and then you die, and then you start again. And that to me is the strange attraction of this unbearable game. So I'm going to head and land. We've got. I think we're going to have a pretty big night tonight on the Dayz of Heaven server. Come and visit us at dayzofheaven.com and drop me a line, and you can join up. But yeah, we've got a new clan joining. We've got got a few other clans. Things are happening. As you just heard, there were some shots before just now. That's exciting. So I think it's going to be fun. I really haven't, obviously it's kind of like the irony is I haven't done much actual playing of the game because I've been busy with the admin side of things. So looking forward to tonight. I mean, I'll probably have to sign up a bunch of people, but aside from that, I'm looking forward to just playing some good old-fashioned DayZ. I'm not really sure what my kind of alignment is. I did have an idea with the Discord where people would could decide to nominate themselves as heroes or bandits, and I nominated myself as a bandit, but I've cancelled that idea because I don't know, whatever, it just seems to be a bit too gimmicky. But I don't really know what my aim is. I suppose as the admin there is a consideration of being accused of metagaming to some degree. I mean, I do have access to the server logs, and I'm getting this tool set up with Dayz of Heaven where I can monitor the activity around the map. So that, which, you know, ultimately I'm going to use as a way to prevent duping, and also if people allege hacking or cheating, I can do a little bit of a you know, analysis of a couple of game events and the logs and stuff. So it does, if I was, for instance, to do a base raid and steal a bunch of stuff, people could say, well, you can tell where our base is because you've got access to the logs, so you can see when things are built and stuff. So that's probably not, I mean, I definitely don't want that to be, that would be bad for the server. So I'm not going to be that, but I don't want to just never do anything fun like shoot people. So I don't know. I'll work it out. For the time being, I think I should probably be somewhat benevolent. I'm also, full transparency, quite terrible at the game. So so there is that. There is that. Now listen, we've just had a comment. It looks like our viewer's gone away, but we've just had a comment, which maybe, I think, is my first ever live comment. So that's exciting. I'm just going to log in to my account on YouTube and see what that comment says, and then I will report that to you, which I mean, this is an exciting thing for all of us. So let's see, I bring up the stream. Exciting thing. Oh, no, okay, shut up. Turn that down, I want feedback. Somebody just said, do you own your own server? Yes, it is called Dayz of Heaven. Find us. This is thrilling. This is thrilling viewing. Find us at www.dayzofheaven.com. I mean, this is a lot of fun. If you are watching this now, me live chatting with another person, what a thrill. How many people play in it? Well, we have about 30 people in the Discord at the moment after 2 weeks. I guess I don't have to respond to this in the actual comments, do it. After 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to stop writing back. User Basic Dayz Channel asks, is it a KOS server or is it a role-playing server? It is it's whatever you want it to be. So basically my approach to the rules of this server is that, you know, there's such limited admin control. I've run Arma 3 servers before, where you obviously have a lot of control as the Zeus, but you know, there's a really limited amount of control here. So I think it's useless to make rules that I can't police, because You know, like you could say no base rating, for instance. But like what I don't want to happen is I don't want to just be like I don't want to be a policeman for like a server of full of people complaining about stuff all the time, like which can easily happen. So the only rules that I've got are things that I can police. The main, you can see all of the rules on our Discord and also on our website at days with a Z, daysofheaven.com. But the main two rules are no bullying, you know, like no hateful stuff, no bullying, racism, whatever. And the other one is no duping, which I can kind of monitor with this tool. How many slots is it? It is 82 slots. So we've gone the whole hog. And I think tonight is going to be our biggest night so far since we started a couple of weeks ago. We've got some good clan battles going on. And then on Sunday night, we have our first event, which I call Little Athletics. So basically, we're going to get everyone together. Everyone has to enter into the Little Athletics. You have to bring a long barrel weapon. That's your sort of entry fee. And then we're going to run these kind of like 1v1 or 2v2 small events, and people will battle it out, and you know, and then we'll all sort of watch as spectators. And I just completely predict that it will turn into a total chaos. Somebody will, you know, whatever, just go off the hook and shoot someone, and zombies will attack, and everything will go badly. So that's my prediction. But it'll be a lot of fun either way. So everyone is welcome to come along to that. I'm sure it will be a disaster. Oh my god, a second viewer. This is outrageous. Okay, I have 2 live viewers after never having had a live viewer ever. Now I've got 2. So that's, I mean, we're basically going viral. Is MNK allowed? I don't know what MNK means, I'm sorry. I am not aware of that term. Can you please explain what MNK is? I just don't know. I don't know what it means. MNK. No. Sure K stands for kill. Midnight kill. Oh, mouse and keyboard. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I'd never considered that. I mean, my thing with the rules is that if it's not something I can police, then I'm not making a rule about it. So you can't be racist, you can't be a bully, you can't be mean or sexist. I can police that. You can't dupe, which I can police, I think, with this server tool. Well, yeah, right. I mean, it's an interesting concept. Can you play mouse and keyboard, but not controller? So tell me, use a basic DayZ channel. Is the reason you ask that people can say you have an advantage if you're playing mouse and keyboard? Is that the thing? I mean, it's an interesting question. I can open it up to the community. I mean, I think it just comes under that rule that or that jurisdiction that if I can't police it on the server, then I mean, I think the main thing is I just don't want to spend my whole time dealing with this server, like just with people complaining to me about stuff. So the less rules, the better. But obviously, the real game breaker is the duping. And I mean, I've played this on PC for years, this game, and I was really excited. I was really excited to get this game on PS4, but it's just stupid because there's no friggin' loot anyway. So I started this server, and I've had a really big response, and everyone's really interested. I think DayZ attracts an interesting type of player. I mean, it's a hard game, it's a weird game, it doesn't really have an objective. So it's kind of, I don't know, I find it, I've always found it really fascinating. I don't think there's another game like it, really. You have a huge... Okay, so user basic DayZ channel says, I have a huge advantage. I've been kicked from RR3 and RR1 for using mouse and keyboard. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess if there's no way for me to tell, then other people might be doing the same thing, and I can't stop that. So, I don't know. I suppose it's up to you, you know. At this point, the things that I have control over, I will make rules about, and the things that I can't have control over, I'm not going to make rules about, because I just can't be bothered, you know, litigating giant arguments all the time. It's just, it's too painful, and it's definitely like, it's what happens with running servers. You know, you just deal with people complaining all the time. If you've got proof of somebody being racist or sexist or a bully in video chat, or if you let me know, then, you know, I'll definitely respond to that. I definitely want to stay on top of the duping, because it ruins the whole game. Okay, basic DayZ channel says, okay, what's your Discord's invite code? Hang on, I'll just grab that for you, kind sir. Or madam. That was, there you go, that was a sexist assumption. Let me, there, I'm just pasting into chat the Discord. So jump on board. Also check out the website at www.dayzofheaven.com and drop us an email, or hit me up in the Discord as well. But, you know, thank you for watching. I can't believe I've got 2 viewers. That is crazy. As I've said in the description of my other videos, you should not watch me play this game under any circumstances, but I certainly appreciate people who are... What is that structure up there? That looks like an unusual structure. No. No, it's just a barn or something. You said I don't see the code you put in. That's weird. I just... Hang on, do it again. Let me know if that came up. Is there a YouTube thing that stops links from something? Let me know if that worked. Ah, that's right, that's the police station. Okay, I know where I am now. Or you can just, if you want to, you can go to the website and there's a join us button, and that'll just send me an email and I'll reply with the Discord code. I guess I should put it in the description of this channel, really, shouldn't I? That'd be smart. I really just need a social media person to just work 24 hours a day. I've got the Twitter, I've got the... oh yeah, just go to the site, hit join us. I'll get an email now, and then I'll reply with Discord. But that's a good point. That's a very good point. I need to... Alright, time for some zombie baseball. Batter up. Ah, strike one. Should be able to kill them with one hit on the run in. I did not succeed there. Oh, come on. Okay, that was annoying. I do love a bit of zombie baseball. Ah, shit. Motherfucker. In the head. Sit down. That was pretty poor form overall. So I'm excited about this event. It's going to be fun. So basically what we're going to do is everybody has to converge on Cherno, location to be advised, and bring a gun as their entry fee. And then all of the my god, you can't find the website. Oh god, don't tell me this. So it's www.dayz, D-A-Y-Z, of heaven.com. Is that not working for some reason? It's annoying. Maybe there's been a payment problem. I don't think so though. Let me just have a look and make sure it's online. So this is why I need a team of social media people. Hang on. Let me have a look. www.dayzofheaven.com. Yeah, no, it's there. Dayz, as in D-A-Y-Z, of heaven, HEAVEN.com. Might be spelling heaven or something. Basically just like the YouTube channel, but .com. I don't even know why I'm in this police station. I don't want anything from it. I just want to get up, get some military gear. I do, so where my car despawned, I do actually have pretty much all the components buried for a Senka. I suppose it would be advisable not to display that on the YouTube channel. Mind you, I've only got 2 viewers, so I think it's going to get too out of control. Basic, did you manage to find the website? Or oh god. Sweet. Stab fast. Ah, sweet. Sent me an email. Alright, cool. I will reply to that now. In real time. Okay, I just sent you the link to Discord, which I will, I guess I should put in the description of the YouTube channel. I started the YouTube channel before I started the server, just on a whim, not with really any plan, so I mean, I haven't really thought this through, have I? But there's a lot of things to connect up. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work just staying across the Discord and whatever. And I imagine before long, everyone will just start complaining about shit, but whatever. DayZ is just not a game that you can play if you are a bit of a complainer, because aside from everything, it's just a bloody shit game. Like, it is broken. Like, it doesn't work properly. So it's kind of it's a strange person who's interested in playing DayZ. Very strange. I explain it to my friends who like playing computer games, and I basically just say, I don't advise that you play this game. And then if they still play it, then, perhaps they are the perfect person to play DayZ. But, it really is. It's a mess. Alright, come on, you bastards. Being chased by a paramedic. He's got some speed. Paramedic's on the move. Jesus. Calm down there. He's busy. That takes care of that. Now, I don't know what the deal with the silencer is. I'm interested if anyone has any thoughts about that, because the I've got a silencer on this gun, on this M-lock, but it doesn't really seem to prevent the zombies from... Oh my god, did I just drop the gun? Fucking hell. Okay. You know there's no point in going back to look, but I'm going back to look anyway. I thought I put it away, but I must have dropped it. I mean... I just... How can I have played this game for so long and still do things like that? I think the ultimate answer is that I'm just kind of shit at video games. I do love them, but you know, there's this sort of thing where people, like everyone is basically good at video games except me, like everyone who plays. Because you know, when I play like Arma 3 or PUBG or whatever, I'm always the shittest player. Cool. Basic Dayz channel says, cool, I joined the Discord. If you need help with something in game, I have over 4,000 hours of PvP experience. Jesus Christ. 4,000 hours, that's intense. I have about 1,500 on PC, and I don't know, a bit on PS4. But as I say, I'm quite shit. So, I think I sort of know most things, like reasonable things. But you'll see on the Discord channel that I have a section for knowledge base. So we do have some new players, which could do with being given a hand. So I guess, basic, I mean, there are some people who are looking for clans, but they're not hugely experienced. So they're just, and they sort of need a bit of help. So, I don't know, it could be kind of fun to start up a clan that was helping new people and kind of run that, because all the other clans are like legit maniacs. I'm not going to find this gun again, am I really? I mean, I've done this before, and you can look around in the friggin' grass. Oh, sigh. Awesome, you're going to join the server tomorrow. That's great. Well, you are welcome, and drop us a line in the Discord. Send me an email if you'd like. You only run solo? Very good, very good. I appreciate that. I mean, you really are more efficient solo. The more people you add to the situation, you know, certainly having run with like 8 or 9 people, it's hopeless. Like, one person can easily take you all out, because unless you are extremely well practiced. But yeah, love a solo player. We've got one group at the moment who's got a bit of notoriety, called the Wolf Pack, and there's just 2 of them, and they've done some targeted hits, and they appear to be really good players. We've got a number of really good players, and then we've got a new clan coming on tonight of 8 or more people. And apparently they're very good, so they're going to be a bit of a they're going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. But yeah, great. I mean, love a solo player. I think my approach is kind of going to be not to be too immediately aggressive. I might work with different groups for a little while sometimes, but I must say the thing about Dayz, once I've joined groups or joined clans, like sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't really want to talk to you. I don't really want to, you know, interact. In a lot of ways, I think sometimes I come on to play this game just to be alone, like just to cruise about by myself and like do my own thing. And you know, although sometimes I do feel like jumping in and being part of a little group. But I think I prefer if that's like just sort of more organic, like I just run into somebody and then I make friends with them and I chat to them for a bit, and when I log off, that kind of friendship is kind of over or whatever. Like, yeah. I played Arma 3 for a long time, and ran servers and stuff, and really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the collaboration. Like, just Arma 3 can get really intense, and you just like train up and do your one role within a huge platoon of people. It's pretty fun, but definitely a different type of gameplay. I think I like just wandering around in the forest, trying to find a can of food. I kind of enjoy that. one of my aims at the moment is to do some tanning of hides. I haven't done that before. So I would like to make a suit of like animal hide. I think that'd be pretty sweet. And it's stupid objectives like that you really cannot describe to people. Basic DayZ channel says, I just use aggressiveness to curb stomp people and I don't want to be offensive, but PS4 are very loot oriented. They'll instantly loot bodies or panic when they're being overwhelmed. Yeah, that is true. It's a terrible tactic, you know. When you get into a gunfight and somebody gets shot, like, it's so easy. People just run into to loot the body, which is obviously stupid because you're just going to get capped straight away. But we have quite a mixture of player levels on here. And I do like that about DayZ. I mean, the thing is, you can be the best player on DayZ, but you can still get owned by somebody who just gets the drop on you or uses better strategy in a shootout. I haven't got any food. That's not ideal. Oh, I do have food. What am I talking about? Ooh. IRL Thunder. Thought that was in the game for a second. But yeah, that is certainly, you're right, Basic. That is a big fail when people try to go. I mean, I think the reason is that it's so loot oriented a lot of the time is because PS4 is still broken by the duping glitch. And that's really what this server is aiming to fix, mitigate some degree. She says, I play two very different playstyles. I sit there for hours sniping and be patient, or up in your face with a shotgun. Yeah, I mean, those are two classic playstyles, of course. You know, the thing that I like, and it's not really much point doing it at the moment, but I really enjoy like just base building and trying to make a little nook somewhere in the world. But obviously, there's no point when you can't turn off base damage. And yeah, so I mean, generally I will bury stuff. I quite like making crates and just burying stuff in my own little corner of the world. Like I'm a big like city game. Like I like Cities Skyline and played SimCity since I was a wee lad when I was a kid. Back when it first started. Used to have a Mac Apple SE2. Those ones with the little tiny black and white screen. Used to play SimCity for hours on that. But yeah, I like, you know, as I say, I'm pretty shit at this game. I think you know, as an older gamer, I'm an older person. I'm just not as good as younger people playing games. So, you know, that tends to backfire on me when it comes to just the hand-eye coordination or whatever. But I'm pretty good with strategy. So I think like a little bit of strategy, a little bit of, especially in the sort of gunfights you get in this game, people do tend to panic quite a lot, and then and you can take advantage of that. Burying stuff on private servers really kills the server loot spawns. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I'm not talking about hoarding tons of stuff. I'm talking about, and hoarding is a discussion that we've started already having on this server. I'm talking about, you know, burying 2 AKs and a crate full of food. I'm not talking about just hoarding heaps and heaps of stuff. But I am, yeah, I'm monitoring that. And as far as hoarding and duping and all that kind of stuff, like basically the rule on my server is that, and I've said it to everyone and I'll continue to say it, if we get to a point where there's no loot anywhere, then I'll just reset the whole thing. So, why didn't I actually? You see what I mean? Like, I'm a pretty shit player. Yeah, if we just get to that point where it's like I can't find a weapon anywhere, then it's over. The server will just be reset, and I'll give everyone a chance to delete or whatever. But we're not, there's no point in this game. It's a loot economy game, and if the loot economy is broken, then there's no point in having the game. So, and so far, I think everybody's pretty on board with that. And the other plan is that once we've got a number of people, once we've got like 3 or 4 dozen people, which we're getting close to already, I just plan to password protect it, and we will accept new players by interview, and yeah, just try and stay on top of it that way, and then hopefully we can keep the loot economy going, and hopefully they just fix the damn game so that you can't dupe. I mean, obviously that would be the best outcome. It's pretty stupid. Yes, yep. I will be. The event is on Sunday, so yes, we'll be streaming it. However, yeah, I mean, if you want to come and play in the event, that'd be good. I'm obviously DayZ being what it is, I fully expect like that the event will be raided. Somebody will fucking just start a fight with somebody else and kill them. Excuse me. But yeah, if you want to come and actually take part in the event, get you a weapon. Oh, sweet, that's got a nice scope on it. And come along. I mean, definitely come along. I'll be streaming, and you should come play. For sure. For sure. But the event is on Sunday night. And then you can come and do all the curb stomping you want. My approach at the moment, as you will see in the events channel, my approach is going to be to have a couple of decent gunfighters on security, so that I've got somebody in Overwatch and somebody else kind of being a bit of a bouncer. So that way, if shit kicks off, then we might have a chance of killing the bandits. But I mean, really, my expectation for this is that it'll be a total chaos, and then that will happen, and that'll all be part of the fun. The idea is to try and get lots of people playing, and then for the event, and then also try to get everybody to record some footage, so that regardless of what happens and how chaotic it is, it'll be, I think, quite a unique like bit of footage that we can then cut together and use to build up the community a bit. So it'll be fun either way. There'll be a bunch of, what the fuck? Weird. Anyway, I just wanted to get in here and hide for a sec, because I gotta go take a slash. But yeah, I mean, you say when shit hits the fan as usual, I'll just start popping people. Yeah, like everybody feels the same way. A lot of egos in this old world. So, but that's kind of what makes it fun, and it'll be interesting to see if everyone can keep their shit together. In a group event. The idea is to have little events, like 2v2 and 1v1 little things, like little shootouts and showdowns and stuff. And it's going to be in Shannara, so people can run back there when they die. We're thinking of even having like a respawn taxi that's driving back and forth between, like, picking people up when they respawn. But yeah, I mean, there's no way to police it, so somebody could just turn up with a gun and shoot everyone. And yeah, that's DayZ for you. Anyway, I'm going to be back in a sec. I'm just going to take a quick slash, so enjoy the scenery, and I will return shortly. Just gonna let everyone on my Discord know that I'm streaming in case they want to come and visit me. Text channels. Alright, it really does feel absurd to be streaming this game. It's just such an unstreamable game. Like, what happens? Actually, streaming the event could be cool. It's kind of fun though. I'm glad that we are now listed in the correct region because... Oh, yep. Basic wants to give me some some criticism on my current loadout. Let's do it. Real time. I mean, of course, this is not exactly particularly well planned, but hit me up. Give me some. Give me some. Whatever. Gay eye for the straight guy, or whatever it's called. What have I got here? I mean, I've just got this shit pistol. I've got the... I dropped the other pistol accidentally. I have this CR, which I... Have I loaded that? No. That would probably be useful. But I'm glad to have that mag, I must say. The sight. That's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get so hit me up. I mean, I've got, what have I got? I've just got my stupid fucking hoodie, ghillie hoodie, which I just thought was fun. I mean, I think if I was going to give myself some criticism, I think maybe the glasses could go. I don't know. I don't know what you feel about that. But look at him. Look at his eyes. Fucking madman. Just with the glasses on, I sort of feel like he just looks like a dickhead. So I'm going to chuck the glasses on. Look at that. He's got one eye sticking out, just like his fucking... And it could just go crazy at any moment. Got a lockpick, which I'm excited about. The fire axe is pointless when you have a hatchet and a handsaw. unless the amount of stamina you have is as much as an obese toddler. Okay, so the only thing I'd say there is that the fire axe, uh, which maybe weighs more than the normal axe, is that a thing? But the axes, whether it's normal axe or fire axe, they, if used correctly, are um, much more effective as melee weapons than the hatchet. It used to be that the hatchet was the most effective against zombies, but the the axe is a one-shot kill if you time it right. And you're right, I should be attaching the nades to my vest. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really thought this through, but this is good. This is good advice. I appreciate that. I appreciate the feedback. What else you got for me? I mean, like, there's not much as far as, you know, I just don't really have much stuff. I could have more food and water, and I could have more everything, and I could have a better gun, and blah 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 blah. But you know, it kind of is what it is at this point. I wish I hadn't dropped that pistol. That's fucking annoying. I do like the M-lock. What else you got for me, basic? What else you got? As I run inland. I'm interested for pushback on my assertion about the axes, but I'm pretty sure that the axe is a better melee weapon. Wouldn't carry a mags for a gun you don't have. Yeah, I think I'm still sort of in that phase, like when you're just coming off the coast and you haven't really worked shit out. I mean, this mag was for a gun that I did have until I just stupidly dropped it. I think the CR75 mag is worth hanging on to, just because it's a useful gun when you find it, and the FX45 is an awesome pistol, so I think it's worth hanging on to it. But you're right, I would drop those. I'm not really too fussed at the moment. I'm just kind of getting up to decent loot, and then I'll just throw everything away probably. Yep, big bags, also agree with that. You know, big orange bag is just crazy. Much better to make a burlap sack. I do love a burlap sack backpack. I think it's nice, low profile, like lying down with this thing. It's just tortoise shell sticking up in the air. But like I say, I'm not really. This character is not developed yet. I haven't really put too much effort into it yet. I do have one theory though about outfits. So everybody like defaults to getting the sweetest like assault camo and like looking like a sweet ninja, which is, you know, good and it's useful for camouflage and such. But I do also kind of subscribe to the concept of being in you know, like civvies that make you look like a bit of a noob, because that's that first thing when you see somebody running up on you or like crossing the landscape and they're all like geared up and they've all got sweet camo and they've got fucking M4s everywhere, then you're just like, oh shit, geared dudes, and like basically I'm just going to kill them. But if you see someone running along in like a pink mini skirt and, you know, it's like stupid hat, they might still have a rifle over their shoulder or in their like shit backpack, but you immediately underestimate them, which I think can be useful because you're not straight up just like, oh, I'm facing up against a huge geared guy. For that reason, I do love a miniskirt, I must say. But I hear you about the backpack. At the moment, I'm just kind of trucking my way up. I figure the server's not jumping right now. Also, I'm probably being a little bit cavalier. Like once I actually get some gear and so it's that sort of thing. Like once you get some loot, you just can I be honest? Geared people, when they see fresh spawns or other geared people, 90% their eyes just turn red and KOS no matter what. Yeah. No, look, I agree with you. But it's sort of more, it's actually probably not the geared people as much as the other people. And I do think it's a little bit different. Like, we're not just I mean, although the server is open to everyone, and hopefully we get huge numbers soon. And then we will just have mad trolls and, like, crazy-ass killers. But at the moment, you know, there's a little bit of community. There's a little bit of talking. I've run into a few people and had a little chat. But certainly, it's DayZ. I mean, people just going to fucking kill you. That's just the way the game works. I mean, you know, this is the thing. I've been playing this game for so long, I don't care when I die. Like, when I start back on the coast, I've got nothing, and lost all my shit, I just don't feel anything. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Now I'm in that zone where I'm just gonna, you know, find a can of food, get a blade, get started again. I think, you know, I mean, quite often when I play, I'll just like listen to a podcast and run about doing my thing. It's sort of like quite a meditative game for me. I just kind of cruise about. I'll be honest, Basic says, I'll be honest, the collar dress is pretty cool. My favorite loadout is a Tundra M4 and a pink dress and booty shorts and NVGs. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm down with that. Totally down with that. Man, seriously, get your ass on the server. Get yourself a pink dress and some NVGs and start fucking shit up. We got this new clan coming on tonight. So basically, clan-wise, we've got 5 clans at the moment. We've got one clan that's about 6 people, I think, and another one that's about 2 more that are 3 or 4. And then we've got Wolfpack, which is just 2 guys. They've been wrecking shop. And we've got another couple of guys in the 420 boys. So that's awesome. And yeah, we've got this new clan coming on tonight, which is like 8+ people. So that's pretty cool. So I think it's hotting up. And now we're designated in the correct region. I think Friday night's going to see some action. Yeah, look, it's true. Somebody rushing at you in booty shorts and a dress is, I mean, in some ways it's more threatening, but it's certainly a good tactic. I don't know if you've ever read Sun Tzu's Art of War, but Sun Tzu was obviously a great Mongolian soldier, and one of the greatest military strategists of all time. And I used to play, years and years ago, I used to play Age of Empires, and I might just brag quickly, was one of the best players in the world at one point. Just a little self-promotion there. And a friend of mine that I was living with at the time, he gave me Sun Tzu's Art of War, and said, you should apply this to your game strategy. And I did, and it got me in the top 100 players in the world at one point by using Sun Tzu's strategies. And one of Sun Tzu's strategies was that underestimation by your enemy is one of the most powerful weapons of war, much more powerful than a sword or a whatever, spear, was the underestimation of you as an opponent. And I think that's a big thing, you know, especially in terms of that camo thing. If you're running around dressed like fucking G.I. Joe, people are just going to straight away be like, you know, stranger danger. But if you're wearing a pink miniskirt and don't have any visible guns, which is one thing I always wonder, like, as far as not running around with your gun out, so keeping it either in your backpack or on your shoulder. You know, you can draw it reasonably quickly, but if somebody's like running across the field with their gun in their hand, it's unlikely you're going to do anything other than just try and kill them. Look, where the fuck am I? It's probably about time I looked at the map. I just get so bored of looking at the map. Like, trying to work out where I am. I should, again, after so many goddamn years of playing, I should know where I am. But I just... Ooh. There's a circa over here. Couple of tires. 3 tires. Radiator. Fuck. Only needs 1 more tire. That makes me feel like there's someone around here. Because that car is pretty sorted. The thing is, I have all the sucker parts buried. Actually, how far away? Oh! What the fuck? I do have that gun. Am I losing my mind? Where was it? I'm confused about where that gun was. It is... Am I mad? It's not appearing. Ah, idiot. I had... Did I have... I had something. Obscured, maybe? This is not the place to have this discussion with myself. Whoa. Big thunderstorm outside. The cats are scared. Now, I think I started burying some shit around here. I can't remember whether that was in this life or another life. It's always that thing. Okay, so just as an example, okay, this guy running at me. Just gonna go over there first and then come over here. Come on. Come on. Oh, they're not so bright, are they? Like when you want them to find you. Okay, so. Oh, still got him pretty quick, but I'm sure that... Oh, crap. No bandages. That is a rather considerable oversight. I can't believe that wasn't one of your critiques of me. I can use the sewing kit, but I don't have any alcohol. Oh, there we go. Oh, and a knife. That's good. Why though? Oh, yeah. Sort it out. Sort it out, buddy. I think these bandages might make me unwell. They will. They will indeed. But I do have some pills, so that might help. Not sure if... But alive and unwell is better than dead. Not having bloody rags is fucking noob town. Noob town, Tennessee. Alright, so now I'm down on blood. I don't have a blood pack. I mean, Dayz fucking sneaks up on you. Something as simple as rags. It's so simple that you can often overlook it. Oh, those are in better condition. Oh, really? Just leave me alone. Shut that for a second. Now, give me that these rags are in better shape. Looks like I'm not getting sick from using those dodgy rags. But really, what a thrilling game. If I combine these rags. Yes. So what I did there was combine shitty rags with decent rags, and it has made nicer rags. If the shit rags are outnumbered by the good rags, then you will find that, I mean, it's a small consolation. Well, I think I might sit here for a second and just... I need some more fluids. But, yeah. I'm fairly high on food. It's always the issue is, like, the can of peaches or the can of soup or whatever will give you a little bit of fluid and a little bit of food. But obviously if you exceed one of those, then you'll vomit everything up. I suppose I haven't, you know, haven't been too sort of vigilant. Been too busy like chatting. So now I'm our Discord server is almost up to 30 people. I think that's pretty impressive. Like 30 strangers. These is not one of these people are people that I knew before starting this server. So I think that's pretty impressive. I'm quite happy with myself about that. That's 30 complete strangers coming into a gaming community when it was buried in the wrong region. So, you know, I'm gonna high five myself a little about that. I'm looking forward to tonight. It's only 4:45 right now, but I think we're going to be busy. Wow. Some of my videos have now had 30 views. I mean, I know in terms of YouTube, you want to ultimately be looking in the millions, but look, I think keep the objectives achievable, and something. Alright, I think I'm going to log off this stream for a sec. Sorry to Basic, my one viewer, but I need to go and do a little bit of admin in preparation for a busy night tonight. So thank you. Anybody who's watching this after I streamed it, you've gotten to this point, you're somewhere between insane and superhuman. So thank you. Join our server, www.dayzofheaven.com. What?